Welcome back. All right, next video, as you can see, this is going to be, first off, it's going to be probably a little bit longer um, unboxing overview than normal. This one, I have a lot, this game, I'll have a lot of the expansions, but after looking at the whole game and stuff, I did actually forget to order one of the expansions. So I technically don't have the complete game, but I don't know if I'll actually get that one that I missed. Didn't forget to get. But anyways, further ado, if you are a video game fan, especially on the PlayStation, you'll know this game. It's Bloodborne, the board game. It is a miniature game. Um, Most reason why I actually got it. The game, I have played the video game. It is a very good video game, but it is super hard. Anybody that's played it can confirm that. But it is a miniature game. I have a lot of expansions that comes with other miniatures. I don't think I'm going to show you every single miniature because it's going to take a while. Maybe after I get them painted, months, years down the road, because I have so many miniatures to paint. I'm definitely going, when I get games that I've already reviewed or in the future review, when I get the complete game done, not just the base core set or anything, but if I get the base game and all the expansions, then I will post another video of all the painted miniatures so you guys can all see them all painted up, look nice and all that stuff and all that jazz. Well, without further ado, let's check Board Game Geek real quick. And let's go with, like I said, this is it's Bloodborne, the board game. There actually is a Bloodborne, the card game. That came out, I don't know, I would say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I would say. But this is the board game. It came out this year, 2021. The overall rank is 1,204. The thematic ranking is 199. This is a full cooperative dungeon crawl type of game. There is an expansion that I do have that does make this that does make it PvP, which is kind of cool, I guess, competitive, so you can have hunters versus hunters. But it is for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up. Play time is 45 to 75 minutes. I would assume that's for each scenario that you do or each mission or however the dungeon crawl goes about it. The weight is 292 out of 5, so it's a middleweight game. Not super hard to learn, not super easy to learn either, so it is going to be one of the games that you will have to sit down and learn for a little bit before you play. All right, let's open this up and see what we can see here. All right, the owner's manual, the rule book. You got the board where the enemies, obviously you can see there, enemies come out there. This is where all the different cards that you can use during the game, right there. Not double-sided. Cool artwork on the back though. I'm not gonna go through all these tiles, but these are the game board. You got different tiles. I believe they are not double-sided either. They're not double-sided, but these are actual places. Some of them are just blank. Some of them are labeled. When you set up the scenario of each one, it'll tell you which which tiles to use. This one's got 3 spaces. This one's got 1, 2, 3. That one's got 4 spaces. So they're all different spaces and stuff that you can move on with each individual character. And then you got some character sheets here. Or I'm sorry, these are the hunter. My bad. These are the hunter dashboards. So these are each person's different player map, pretty much for each character. These are the characters. These are the core box starting characters. And they are double-sided. You can flip them over. I believe one side has stronger attacks than the other side, and you are able to use both sides during the game. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get into some of the minis, if I can get this thing out. So this is the mini box. Down here is just cards, all the different cards, enemy cards, some tokens and stuff. But this box is where all the miniatures are. And there's the miniatures. I'll go through some of the characters. Actually, I'll go and look at all the characters for you, so you can see them. So you know what? I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit so we can really look at them. I said I will end up painting these eventually. There we go. Now I got them all situated, so now I can kind of see them a little bit better. So these colors are the starting. These are the starting character ones. All right. So those are the starting characters. Like I said, you got 4 of them. Hence, there's four of them to start. And then you got the individual monsters and stuff that you can do. I'm only going to show you one monster of each type. I'm going to show you, because that would be silly to show you the same monster 3 different times or 4 different times. And then, like I said, for the expansions, I'll probably show maybe 1 or 2. 1 or 2 miniatures. I'm not even sure if I'm going to show you all of the expansions, because I'm not going to lie. Come on. Not going to focus on you, are you? This one doesn't want to focus. Kind of focused a little bit there. All right. All right, so that was that one. Then we got this guy. The details not horrible. Simon or Kumini or not, or whatever, or Kaman, whatever way you want to call them. They make usually decent miniatures. That is the first one. I'll put these back in here real quick so I don't forget where they all go. That is the first set. And now here are the other ones. Like I said, if anybody that has played the video game will actually know these things. They are actual monsters from the game itself. I think there's too much going on in this one to have it really focus on individual. Maybe we'll just focus on it by itself. There we go. Crazy, crazy miniatures, I'll tell you that. That's why I got some of these. That's why I got a lot of these games actually, is because the miniatures are just so unique, and I think it'll be just a blast trying to paint these things. And now I don't know how this goes back in there. There we go. Foot was getting stuck on a. Yeah, I definitely love the miniatures from Simon and Awaken Realms. Big fan of both of them. I do have a decent amount of games from both publishers by far. Like I said, you already saw. I already did Ether Fields. That was for Awaken Realms. I do have more games coming from Ether Fields. Or sorry, from Awaken Realms, and I also have more games coming from Simon. And here's the big daddy of the core box. There we go. It's big enough where it's going to focus up by itself. All right. Those are the miniatures of the core box. Like I said, I will do a couple more. I'll do a couple more of the expansions. I'm not going to do all of them, otherwise we'll be here seriously probably for a few hours. So, I'm not going to. Almost got it. Real quick. All right, grab this box real quick. Put this off to the side also. All right, and all right, this is one of the expansions. I have, like I said, there is a lot of expansions. Let's see here. I did the core box for you. This is one expansion. Here, I'll show you some right now. You got some more right there. That's still not all of them. I have two more behind me. And they're the bigger ones, like this size, not the smaller ones like these. So, yeah, there's a decent amount. Like I said, I'm not going to show you all of them, otherwise we'll be here all day. Each expansion has its own rules. That more of them, each one will have their own. I'm not saying all of them have their own tiles like this. I think the bigger ones do. More different. The bigger expansions, I believe, have more characters that you can choose from, which is always nice to have more characters. Oh yes, yeah. So this is the expansion that I was telling you about that makes it player versus player. So you can see it's hunter versus hunter. So there you go. You can hunt hunters versus hunters in this one. All right, let's get to the minis real quick. Like I said, I'm not gonna show you all of them. Otherwise, like I said, we'll be here all day because there's quite a bit of them in here also. So I'll just show you some of the cool ones. I'll do a quick zoom here to see if it'll actually. Not sure if this will actually work. And then those are the characters right there. There's the 4 characters. New ones. All right. A lot of plastic in these things. All right. So, and you can see that these big. So I'll get some of the big ones so you can see them. You got an alligator-looking kind of thing on this one. You can see how big it is in my hand. It's seriously the size of my hand, or as long as my hand. And then you got this weird-looking kind of like centipede-looking things. I mean, these creatures are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. You don't even know how to put these back into the. There you go. And you got something. You got one like that, and you got a bigger one. And that's just one expansion right there. The cool thing is they all have their own spot. And I'm not going to show you all of them. Because, like I said, we'll be here all day. Trying to keep all these together. So that was one of the big expansion ones. I'll show you one of the smaller ones. So you can see the difference. See how much smaller this one is. It's just a little square. Little square box here. Comes with just one tile. Like I said, these I believe are just to add more monsters into the world. Does not come with any new characters. They didn't even open this up yet. It is still taped together. So there you go. So then you'll have a couple of minions, and then you'll have the boss guy. Like I said, you got a little couple of minions here for each of the smaller expansions. a lot of minis to paint. Um, and then of course you have the big bad guy. Um, I mean, these miniatures are just huge. It's seriously almost the size of a baseball, honestly. Size of a baseball, pretty much. You can throw this in, yeah. It is pretty crazy. And trying to figure out how they go in there is the impossible thing, because you just don't know how. There it goes. But there you go. Like I said, that's Bloodborne board game. Lots of minis. So it's going to take me a long time to paint. Like I said, I have tons and tons of miniatures to paint, not just in this game, but all the games together. It is seriously going to take me probably years to get them all done, especially since I keep acquiring more. I'm not going to lie, I have eased up a little bit on buying newer games or new games on Kickstarter. I still have a plethora of games that I bought from Kickstarter last year or 6 months ago that haven't been delivered yet. But anyways, that's Bloodborne. Hope you like it. Leave a like, comment, do the thing. Have a good one.